Egypt, you did it to me in the wilderness, and if you do it to me again, the same things are going to happen. Well, the children of Israel did get away from God. And if you go in the following chapters after chapter 11, there was a battle that God told Saul to do through Samuel. And he said, here are the rules. You are not to take anything. You are to destroy everything. And so Saul decided that he would reform things a little bit. He would kind of walk the fence and kind of just justify some things. So he killed everybody, killed all the people, but he saved a trophy, King Agag. Was he supposed to do that? Was there any justification for that? What is difficult with the instructions, kill everybody? Did that mean the king? And then, don't keep anything. So Saul says, well, I'm going to, he tells the people, I'm keeping Agag, and I want you to keep all the good sheep and all the oxen and all that, and we're going to have a sacrifice to God. Well, first of all, who was in charge of the sacrifice? Who was in charge of leading the people spiritually? Samuel. And so Samuel shows up and he says, what is the bleating of the sheep I hear? What in the world did you do? Oh, well, we did what God said. What? We did what God said. I killed everybody. Oh, but I kept Agag. But I still did what God said. And we were going to sacrifice because of the great victory God gave us. We were going to worship God. And so I saved the sheep, and I didn't see the need. I didn't see the point of letting those go, and I didn't see the point of letting the oxen go. We're going to have a big sacrifice. And you know the story. God told Samuel immediately, I'm taking my hand off of him. And I'm going to give his throne to another, one of his neighbors, and it was David. And he said, to obey is better than sacrifice. I don't need you to sacrifice, Saul. I don't need you to come and worship me because your heart is turned away and you won't obey me. That's the difference in renewal and reformation. When we take this book and we chop it up and we only decide to believe what we want to believe, and we change God's methods and we change God's plans, we change God's directions, we're playing with fire. And God isn't going to honor it. Renewal or reformation. What will you choose? Let's stand. Our heads are bowed, our eyes are closed. Father, we ask today you'd help us speak to our hearts today. Lord, there are things in our life that we've never changed. Philosophies, actions, things that we just keep hanging on to, things that we just keep hashing over and justifying for whatever reason. Help us to understand that you just want to start over. You don't need a new religion. You've got Christ. You sent your only Son. You gave the gospel. That's all we need. You don't need us to come up with our own set of rules, our own set of guidelines for life. You gave us a book called the Bible. Holy instructions, perfect instructions, how to live our lives. We don't need to come up with a better idea. There is no better idea. Help us to choose renewal. And help us to look at those things in our life that are broken, those philosophies that are broken, those beliefs that are broken, those actions that are broken, and fix them. Just rebuild. Start over. Our heads bowed, our eyes are closed. Maybe God has spoken to your heart. Maybe there's a change you need. Maybe you need to be saved today. You don't know Christ, just like the lady that called on Friday. Been in church all your life and you've never made a decision to receive Jesus. You never trusted Him by faith. I'd encourage you to make that choice, make that decision today. Maybe this morning you've been wrestling with some things. You've been wrestling with some beliefs from childhood, some beliefs that your parents instilled in you. Maybe you've been wrestling with some philosophies or wrestling with some sinful things in your life and you just can't seem to want to let them go. You haven't seen them as exceeding sinful as Samuel finally got the people to see with them choosing a king. That it was wrong, it was sinful, it was wicked. Would you let the Lord renew you this morning? Instead of trying to just reform things, rehash things, and try to make them work, and they're not working, you know they're not working, they never have worked. Ask Him to change you if you need to be saved. Ask Him to change you in your life. Let Him have His way. Submit to Him. Let your life be directed by Him rather than yourself. Doug's church.